So it's T3 here, also known as Fab the Fud. But I was just going through a bunch of chat rooms and forums on the internet, and the whole gun debate that legal gun owners aren't the problem with gun deaths. But my stance is that most of the gun deaths are a result from suicide from legal gun owners, which resulted in about 9,000 out of 13,000 deaths from 2000 to 2016. And I'm just kind of tired of people, sitting around saying, it's always the criminals, it's always people in urban areas, and it's never the legal gun owners. It's always, the bad guys. And I'm not a bad guy. I'm a legal gun owner myself. I participate in lots of shooting sports, a lot of outdoors hunting, all that. And I have nothing against firearms. I'm all for traditional gun ownership. But the one thing I don't really appreciate is a lot of these, I'm gonna say, like Instagrammer / internet, social media attention whores who just are going out saying whatever they can to get the followers, like, oh yeah, I support gun rights, watch my dual mag dump. It's just like, ugh, these guys just get so cringy. And a lot of them they're literally just started, their gun tradition was started on Instagram. It's not even they're just first generation Instagram gun douchers, I should call them. And a lot of them are just totally oblivious to the facts. And the facts I have listed here are from Stats Canada. I'll cite the website. I'll give you guys a link in my description. But so this is basically the urban versus rural shootings for 2017, and it doesn't look like a lot of the things people are saying are true. I mean, the only one maybe right is Ontario. That's the closest one. And British Columbia, all the rest, it's all rural. So I mean, there's a couple cities that maybe, you could say that, but I mean, it's not always the criminals. I mean, everyone can be a criminal. It's just because you legally own a firearm doesn't make you not a criminal. And it's kind of getting pretty ignorant of people to say that legal gun owners don't cause any firearm deaths, because that's just like saying any sort of person in any sort of position of power would never abuse it. So this is just another stat. It's like in the provinces where it's more rural, there's a lot more firearms deaths. So it's, I mean, saying that, like, again, the urban centers are not the problem. I mean, we have our fair share of violence, but it seems that the smaller, more secluded areas are the ones that are causing a lot of the more problems for the firearms community. And it's just getting really ignorant of people to keep saying that, oh, it's the big cities, it's these people, it's mostly our community. I mean, we can blame the couple hundred firearms deaths from illegal firearms on criminals, sure, but we as firearm owners have to take some sort of responsibility for some of this, because just brushing it off, saying it's someone else's fault, it kind of can't happen anymore, because so many people are dying just because we are being ignorant to the facts. And I'm just going to show you guys some more interesting facts as well. So I'm just going to show you guys where I got most of my statistics from, and this is justice.gc.ca, so it's the Canadian Justice website, and you guys can stop and pause it to read these, but here's basically where I'm getting most of my information from. And so basically 80% of firearm suicides account for the majority of deaths in Canada. And I don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory. So I just hope you guys are a little bit more open to discussing this and talking about it, rather than just being ignorant and ignoring that this is a problem. I would it would be just really good if we could all probably just talk about it, instead of just saying, oh, you're a FUD, you're a leftist, you're Antifa, you know, the typical deflecting sort of methods, and just sit down and actually talk about this, because this is an actual problem. And you know, it's like, no matter what we do, it's people are still gonna, you know, kill themselves or commit suicide. And you know, there's probably some way we could sit down and figure out something. But just as long as we're all open to the facts, and you know, we actually have seen real statistics, and people aren't just going off what they see on Facebook and just taking that as gospel, you know. It just doesn't make any sense. And I just hope this helps you guys just see some of the truth.